Good evening and welcome to this week's WCT Game of the Week. I'm Matt Hill along with my partner Paul Brees, and we are here at the Patriots High School where the Patriots will be taking on the Summit Spartans and what hopefully will be a good matchup in Week 2 here in Williamson County. And we're about set to kick off. The Spartans will be kicking off to the Patriots. The Patriots won the toss and elected to defer to the second half, and really excited to see this new Patriots offense. Coach Jack Daniels, who used to be athletic director of Williamson County, is now taking over, and he's got some wrinkles up his sleeve. And here we go, Spartans set to kick off right now. If you notice, we've got a couple little technical difficulties, but bear with us. We're hoping to get that fixed. Not going to see the clock. We'll do our best to keep you updated as long as during the play. And here we go. Wow, little squib kick. Patriots take the ball and going to get it back down about the 30. Ball's on the ground. Patriots do recover. And it looks like the Patriots will take over about the 31-yard line. About 7 seconds ran off the clock to get things started. And now we're about to see that offense we just talked about. Page is led by their quarterback. Oh, excuse me. What happened there? It looked like Page had the ball, but now that is being turned over. Summit has it. And they're going to hand it off and lose about a yard. That was number 34, Chris Jenkins, the senior. Little handoff right and goes nowhere. Looks like they may have got back to the line. Oh, there we go. He's lost about a yard. I'm sorry I didn't see that. It looked like the Patriots came away with it, but obviously they did not. 2nd and 11 now, 11:43 to go here in the first. Double tights left, handoff right up the gut. This time looks like the number 33, Chris Carr. Make that 38, Parker Strong. Senior running back picks up a good chunk of change, makes his third down a lot more manageable. 3rd and a long 3. Hunter Adams on the tackle for Page. Spartans in good position here. You know, the one thing I got to wonder about the fact they squib kicked that they may not have as much confidence in their kicker. May go for it on 4th if they pick up anything. A little early motion, handoff. And this time it looks like Dylan Bates is going to pick up the first down as he's going to cross inside the 20, just barely. And that's going to be a first down for the Spartans. Hunter Adams again, another big tackle for the Patriots. 1st and 10 from about the 20. And right now the Spartans are rolling. You got to think that little squib slash onside that they did kind of threw a wrench into whatever Page had set up. Just under 11 minutes now. Low snap, they hang on to it. And they're going to see Bates again, this time off the left side. Able to pick up a few. And you know, last week, I picked up a little more than I thought. 4 yards last week. The Spartans kind of had it handed to them. You know, coming into this season, we heard some good things, and we were pretty excited about what we're going to see from Summit. But last week after that beating they took, you know, we were a little concerned, and right now they are firing on all cylinders to start off this game. Double tight right, handoff up the middle again, and nice run by Parker Strong, the senior. Takes it down inside the 5, maybe right at the 5, and the Spartans are in business. They're going to get 4 shots at it here. Again, I'm not sure about their kicking game. Down to the 5, here we go. 10:05 remaining here in the first. Score knotted up at nothing. Spartans driving. Trying to put some points on the board. And I think, you know, they're taking a long time to get that play called in. That's kind of a momentum killer sometimes. Right up the gut, number 4, Jackson Boyd, and he's going to go down just shy of the goal line.
On the carry for the Spartans, number 4, Jackson Boyd. Tackle on the play by number 56, Hunter.
Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, the Spartans are going to run the ball, and they are going to run it off. You can see why. They are really starting to have some success pounding that inside. 2nd down and 1 from the goal line. Got about the length of a football field to push it in, or excuse me, length of a football to push it in there. Right now, the way that offensive line is rolling off the ball, I think they've probably got this one in the bag as long as they don't have a turnover. Tight end in motion, almost like another little blocker. Strong in the backfield, big guy, but he is stopped well short. Had a couple of Patriots there, but they were led by Hunter Adams again. We've heard his name at least 4 times tonight. Hunter Adams all over the place. Big 3rd down. I would not be shocked to see Strong again. Big back. Try to hammer it inside. Spartans have yet to throw it. I don't think it's going to happen here on 3rd down. Not going to deviate from the plan. Oh, offsides. And you can't have that happen. That's one of the things that definitely kill you. I believe that is number 5, Daniel Anderson. And, you get down there, especially early on in the season, get a little nervous in these type of situations, not want to make a mistake. You want to fire off the ball and as quick as possible get into the low pads, low man wins, and just a little bit early there for Mr. Anderson. 3rd down and 6 now, 8:15 remaining here in the 1st. Strong in the backfield. They got a little trickeration happening. And that's going to there in. That is number 81, Tommy Smith, the sophomore, plunges in, and you saw almost like a little jet sweep trap back to the backside tight end. Very interesting play, well drawn up and even better blocked.
Man, you got to be shocked by this.
I'm telling you, I think you missed what happened there. They had a little onside kick action. I don't know if you saw that. It was almost like a little squib kick, more than it was the onside, and from my vantage point, it looked like Page had the ball, but because Spartans kicked off, and somehow the Spartans came away with it, and then they have not thrown one pass. Hammer, 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 drive it in, and they have scored.
Well, Page has a lot of seniors returning, especially on the defensive side of the ball, so to see a Summit team get their first points on the board.
Yep.
For the season?
Yes.
Pretty good.
Into the point after 10 for the Spartans, number 2, Asher Anders.
So Anders on to kick the extra point. The hold is good, and that is good.
Nice kick. A little worried about the kicking situation after they kicked off, but I don't think we have any worry about it. You saw Anders kick that extra point right there, and as soon as they said his name, I remember this from last year. Good kicker. But you said it coming up here. This so far is a shocker. I know we're only a few minutes into the game, but did not see the Spartans handling this Patriot defense the way we just saw it.
Well, last week, Page played a very good Lipscomb Academy team. Held them on to 10 points for the game. And Spring Hill shut Summit out last week. So
yeah, and Spring Hill not a powerhouse.
But to Page's credit, last week bounced back after a slow start. You know what? Maybe this gets their attention if you're a Page Patriot. So we have a penalty on the kickoff. Here in our second week of our WCTV Game of the Week, Matt Hill and Paul Brees. Matt, we got a little breeze blowing.
I'm glad of it, brother. We certainly did not last week. And I think the clock is running effectively.
Well, that's always a good sign. So,
amen.
Looking across the field over there to the Summit sideline, you don't see a whole lot of bodies dressed out over there for Summit.
Ooh, not at all.
Even though Summit is a 6A school as far as classifications go, with Brentwood and Ravenwood, Independence, Franklin.
Yeah, 48 players.
So a lot.
I mean, that's right at a 2-deep roster.
Kicking off is Summit. And
we got a false start.
Yeah, it was
second false start of the game.
It was. It's unnecessary to do that on a kickoff when you're kicking at the your opponent's 45. You know you're going to drill it in the end zone. Well, never mind. Delay game.
Oh, wow.
That's even worse, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it's going to back it up 5. Place it at the 50. Still probably got plenty of leg to boom it through as Anders, the senior, kicked it through the upright. So we're going to have a re-kick as Page receiving for the second time in the game.
Maybe they'll get it this time. I'm pretty sure this is going out the back of the end zone.
You know,
this might not even touch the actual playing field.
With the kickoff at the 45, the last kickoff before the delay game, that would have been another good time to throw a onside.
Rest your luck.
That's definitely going to clear the end zone again.
Yep. 7:58. Where we're going to get our first look at the Patriot offense.
And this is Page has got a new quarterback in the system as Mazel, the longtime quarterback at Page, graduated. Now it's Michael Magochi's turn. The sophomore threw for 128 yards last week. And whenever he's in trouble, he's got a running back named Michael Roberts. He's number 15. He had 126 yards. So those are the two young men offensively that are going to lead this Page offense.
Is Coach Jack Daniels, is he ill right now, or is he here?
He is here. A little touch of the stomach bug, but he's fighting through it.
Well, we understand that.
Yeah. So second down and 6. And this is the thing they're going to need, Matt, is a
nice block on the outside there.
It's a great block by the receiver down there. And it picks up a first down, and that may be a late hit.
It certainly is on number 55. That is, we have no name on our roster there for number 55.
Well, I will say Sean McMahon, the senior wide receiver, led that block.
Two wide receivers did a great job blocking, opened up a nice lane.
And I'm not sure if Page
the safety came flying down and tried to run to the outside.
And the only thing that's going to stop Page offense, Matt, will be themselves. So.
Well, they did it there earlier on the kickoff.
That was a 16-yard gain.
So an extra 15 after the late hit. It's going to take it to the Spartan 45. And this is going to be a situation where Page rarely will huddle up. Roberts on the carry.
He's
and
got
this,
some room.
A great
He's
block.
got some room. Nice little juke move on the outside. Couldn't quite keep his feet, but right there he set him up nicely, pick up some extra yardage on the outside. And I am extremely impressed right now with the blocking that I'm seeing from these wide receivers from these Patriots. Got some big guys out there, and they are doing their job, putting some hats on some shoulder pads, and I can't talk. Keeping their
well, I tell you one thing, they did. You talked about that
body on a body.
The block over there, Coach Coleman and the staff at
it might have been a
Summit. Yeah, they were pretty adamant that was the case. So now it's going to be quick pitch and catch, Matt, for Page. Summit's going to have to wrap up. If they miss that first tackle,
it's on.
And then the old yards after catch is going to keep piling on, and they got to put Page in second and long, third and long situations, and now right here, 2nd and 9. And Roberts.
You know, that's not going to help throwing to the short side of the field like they did. You're going to adding that sideline defender basically.
So here we go.
Ooh.
Nice play by 59.
That is Brian Terrell, the senior. Does a great job of reading that. From Farrell, I believe it's his name, right? When he went in motion there, he just tracked him right down. And you talked about being third and long. They are certainly in it right now. Third and 16, 6:30 remaining here in the first.
Gochi back, standing in the pocket. Nice protection.
He's getting sacked.
Yeah.
Ball's on the ground.
Loose, and here comes a lineman.
Get down, big man. What do you do now? I mean, you know, you're looking here. You're on the 28-yard line. I'm not sure that this is field goal territory. You want to punt it from here? Offense is staying on the field.
So 4th and 16. Here comes the.
It's much longer than that. 4th and what about
22? Yeah. So it's going to right here, Matt. It's going to be about a 46, 7-yard field goal attempt for Page, and the holder here is going to be Aiden Kondo, and the kicker. I can't catch the number right now. That has
nice
plenty
leg.
of leg.
He's got it.
30. Yes, there it is. Brent Somalia.
That was one nice kick.
So points is what Coach Rathbone and Coach Daniels probably needed right there after being drove defensively down the field. And so 7-3 here with 5:22 on our WCTV Game of the Week. Matt Hill and Paul Brees here to provide you the fantastic action every week.
So far, we've definitely got some fireworks going tonight early on in this game.
Well, you know what? We had a slow start last week on our Game of the Week. Ended up 41-7. Centennial over at Clarksville Northeast. 7-3, 5:22 left. And you know what? I'm always good for some offense.
Amen, brother. And we've seen it so far. You know, you talked about it, Page stopping themselves. I don't really feel like they stopped themselves. That first down play to the short side of the field didn't really do them any favors. And someone did a good job of making that tackle, and that threw them off their game. And then they went backwards from there. But they sure did a nice job of kicking that field goal. I really didn't think they had them in them. And we got some really good kickers here in Williamson County.
Kick. Plenty of distance. Are they going to be able to reel it in? They sure are. Here comes the return.
Ooh,
big hit.
Man alive.
And you check the tackler, Dylan Bates, the returner. And he probably needs to check the license plate of that truck.
No doubt. I believe that was number 9. That would be Josh Kramer, the sophomore. And here we go, 1st and 10, 5:14 remaining in the first. Bates with the ball again, this time off the right side, picks up a solid 9 yards, close to the first down. I am just extremely impressed with what we've seen so far tonight with Summit's running ability, and their offensive line has looked great. You know, we talked about Page's blocking the wide receivers. They've had some excellent blocking by those tight ends, and that offensive line doing a great job for Summit.
Michael Zakreski, the quarterback.
This is almost that Packers formation, but instead of the eye there in the little shotgun.
Bates again. You know what? I'm not sure how much Bates weighs, but that's the second big tackle on him. But, you know, man, I'm not sure. He may have had the outside right there if he would have kept into that white line.
I think so. I think you're right. And, you know, that's exactly what they want. That when you put those two tights left, you're looking for two things. You're going to be able to bounce it outside or to cut it back to the weak side because the defense is flowing hard. I wouldn't be surprised to see Strong with the ball here, get it out of Bates' hand for a second. And there he is right now, Strong up the middle. He's a big load. Brings it right down to the first down marker. I think he's got it. First down, Parker Strong, that offensive line again just blowing him off the ball. Nice hole, and when he gets ahead of steam, it's going to be hard to stop him. 4:10 remaining here in the first. We've got a ball game.
Well, defensively, for Page, Hunter Adams and Tim Cotton both led the way in tackles last week for Page with 14 tackles apiece. So
well, we heard Hunter Adams' name on the last drive about 5 times.
There he goes again. And I'll tell you what, Matt, if they're going to get 5, 6, 7 yards a shot,
yeah.
I'm not sure, man, if Summit changed their offensive package this week or not, because it looks like Page hadn't even ever seen this before. The way they're just.
I can tell you right now, they're lining up in the same formation almost every single time. Double tight left or right. And they've had, I think, 4 different guys carry the ball so far. They have not thrown one pass, and they have just been hammering them.
Bates going to pick up another first down for the Spartans.
That might be the shortest run we've seen tonight, except for that one 2-yard loss, and it's still first down. Rolling.
And that is the best situation Coach Coleman and the Spartans can have is second and short.
No doubt. I'm going to be shocked if we don't see some play action soon, though. See right now that safety is 15 yards away from the ball. They keep hammering it like this, he's about to be 10 yards away from the ball.
Yeah, they're going to keep inching closer. And the corners out there, man, I'm just shocked. That they
Strong again, just muscles forward. He hits that so hard and so fast. And then you also see the motion that they've got going on at the same time. They're freezing those linebackers. They're having to respect it.
Yeah, and Summit is doing a great job carrying out the fakes where they do have the linebackers you talked about have to play it honest.
You can't just flow right up the middle. And, it's the first time they see that happen, you're going to pop one outside. Second down and 4, 2:22 remaining here in the first. Summit leads Page 7-3. Summit again moving with the ball.
And that's
bad snap.
Get on it.
Smart move.
Man, that is a drive killer, Matt.
It certainly is. You're rolling.
Number 75, Jacob Gomachak. You remember him?
Yep.
He was the center, and he immediately, I believe, he turned around and was like, my fault. Well,
That's a big change it down right here. 3rd and a long 20, and for a team that we have not seen throw the ball once, be interested to see what happens here.
Now we're going to see if Summit may put the ball in the air. That safety.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a quick kick. That almost looks like a quick kick type formation.
Well, they're going to call a timeout either way and discuss the situation.
Yeah.
As
1:22 here remaining in the first. We got a 7-3 game. We were coming in. Heard some people talking about possible running clock action. It doesn't look like that's happening now.
Well, the good thing about ball control and what Summit does, it keeps the clock rolling. It shortens the game up.
Yep.
They don't have to, again, with a small bench over there, they don't want to, they can hopefully rest some of the defensive guys as they keep churning away.
Yeah, and you look at this, we talked about that 48-man roster. The roster we got from them had highlighted starters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That can't be everybody starting both ways. Here we go, 3rd and 20. 1:22 remaining.
Draw, a pretty good call, not bad.
Picked up a solid 10.
Yeah.
maybe 9. But I agree. And it was well run as well. Offensive line did a good job selling it. Quarterback waited just for a moment. Big handoff, 4th and 12 now. Under a minute remaining here in the first. And we're going to see our first punt of the evening.
Not bad. Page could come up with right here on the bounce. Get a little momentum here.
He's got a head of steam.
They get a block out here. To stay on at 15 is maybe a face mask. I'm not sure what we got here.
I'm telling you. And that is number 11 on the tackle, Fisher, the sophomore. When I say number 15, Michael Roberts, I know his man made the tackle. He did a good job of staying on his guy.
Oh, they're going to call holding.
Yeah, that's a holding, wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't see that, especially if they're calling 15. It was not a hold.
And Michael Roberts is a big guy. I don't think he needs to hold the block.
No, and you're in open space like that. To me, it looked like his hands were inside. I thought he did an excellent job. There hadn't been many penalties. The referees needed to be, they need some airtime. Nonetheless, Page will be taking over at the 36-yard line. Great field position here. 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And we'll see if Page is able to reclaim some of that momentum they had during the last drive before they kind of stalled.
All right, Magochi, familiar shotgun, got Summit's defense spread all over the place.
No doubt.
Will he get time to throw it? Oh, yeah, he does.
He's got time. He's got a man.
A great defensive play. I believe that's number 11 again, Matt, for Summit, Dalton Fisher.
Yep, sophomore.
Who just made the big tackle on the special teams, and now the...
And I say Magochi's got to drive that ball to the backside pylon. He was able to step up into it. He did have some pressure early, but he rolled out when nobody was on him. He's got to get that ball to that backside pylon. If he does, that's got a good chance of being 6.
There's the handoff.
Nice run.
Yeah, 26 on the run. It's going to be Noah Green.
And that's probably going to do it for the first half. Unless they can get one going really quickly here, and I don't think it's happening.
No. Page is fast, but I don't think they're that fast. So your score here at the end of the first quarter here at Page High School. The Summit Spartans lead 7-3 over the homestanding Page Patriots. Here on our WCTV Game of the Week. So, really the first full week of games. We had a few teams last week in week 0 action. And Page again starting 1-0. Could go 2-0 for the first time since 2008 here at Page. Coach Rathbone building some excitement over here. Nice crowd on hand. So all teams are in action this week here in Williamson County. Franklin High School has their first game as they were off last week, and then everybody else also in action. Trying to build on that momentum where there's district games start counting. So you see 7-3 here. As Page is going to come out. Ball spotted about 29 inside the 30. 3rd down and 4. We've yet to see Roberts on this series. Number 15. Gochi going to take it, hand off to Roberts, bounce back, and he is going to be stuffed and drugged down by number 50. That's going to be Cam Sheffield, the junior. Cam Sheffield, man, I don't know if you know this, but I coached him when he was 18 years old
Basketball.
in football. Franklin Cowboys. He was pretty good. So always fun to see, kids you coach playing up. I tell you what, man, here we go. 45-yarder on the way and put it in the books. That's another 3.
Drove that one right through.
That's a
Nice kick.
Yeah, that's another 46-yarder. So with that score by Somalia, that's going to take it to 7-6. Page having to settle for field goals. And now, Matt,
That could come back and bite them.
Yeah, you see, let's talk about the last Summit drive, Matt. They had things rolling. One bad play, and they couldn't recover from it off the bad snap. Ended up having to punt. No points on the board. Now they're going to get another shot here, the 3rd shot of the night.
That is the one bad thing about that type of offense. You talked about some of the positives. Run some clock off, slow down the game a little bit, keep the other team's offense off the field. One of the big negatives, as you see there, they have not thrown one pass tonight. And you get in those 2nd and long, 3rd and long situations, it just takes, you don't have very many options.
Now let's hear it for Dr. Anthony, the students, the faculty, and staff of
So here we go. 7-6, 11-14 here in the 2nd quarter of a pretty good ball game right now. And there's Bates going to pick it up.
He's got a chance.
Well, let's see if he gets the wedge going here. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to keep struggling to get to the 20. He may just have done it.
And one of the big drawbacks, and I know why they moved it up so that for safety reasons. But I also feel like a big drawback is people are not used to running that play very often. Live practice, you don't spend a lot of time on it. You don't get much practice in the game. And we saw on the first kickoff, actually the second kickoff, we saw somebody get walloped. And right there, another top option said to get the wedge for them. Those guys are not used to doing that in live action. And I think you have the same effect as somebody getting hurt just as bad. Ball's on the ground. Page has got the ball at the 13-yard line.
If you're a team like Summit, who's still pretty young, not a lot of numbers as far as players are concerned, didn't score any points last week, those kind of mistakes must be eliminated, man, if they're going to try to have a chance to stick around here.
No doubt. And this situation, Page cannot have a field goal. They need 7. You kick another field goal, you've just nullified that turnover, basically. You've told Summit, okay, you know what? My turnover meant nothing. You've taken some of the pressure off of them. You want to put those 7 points on the board. Possible 8 going for 2 here if they do it. Put the pressure right back on and say, guess what? You can't make mistakes like that. We're going to eat you alive.
That's pretty good blocking up front. Roberts just can't seem to break it. Nice tackle, Matt, by number 30.
It certainly was. That was Jake Easley. He did a great job of hanging on. A lot of sophomores playing right now. There's another sophomore. Looked like for a second they had a little bit of room. Easley comes in, makes a great tackle.
Well, I will tell you this, man. Of a parent who had a freshman football player last year. Summit was the most talented team that I saw in Williamson County as far as the freshmen were concerned. So it's no doubt that some of these sophomores are contributing on Friday nights.
And it also helps when you get those low numbers.
Yeah, well, that always
you get
helps.
a lot of young guys in. And, in a couple of years, they could be really good with that playing time they're going to get. A lot of experience.
So a 5-yard false start penalty even before we get going, I guess.
My favorite thing is to see an offensive lineman after they do one of 2 things. After the false start, they put their hands in the air like, what, I didn't do it? Or they or they walk back with their, this 6'5", 280-pound guy. He's got his shoulders down and everything, trying to look like he doesn't exist out there.
Yeah, you can't hide.
No, you did it, brother.
Speaking from experience.
Amen.
Magochi, plenty of time. Now I think they had the screen set up, Matt.
Nobody's over there, and I don't think that passed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
That did not pass the line of scrimmage. Another crucial mistake back to back, and I think they're going to be lucky if they can get a field goal now.
Well, let's see where the ball's going to be.
That's going to be a loss of down, and then how many yards they mark back from that, Paul?
Well,
because it's from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's 5 or 10. I get maybe more than that throw that.
Against the Patriots. Spot of the foul, penalty.
Spot on the foul plus 10 more. Or 5 yards, excuse me.
Woo, 41-yard line.
Well,
second in a long time. I mean, like this
41.
41.
41. You can keep track
about
at
36 yards to go for the first down here.
Oh, there's another false start.
Yeah, and honestly, he was moving towards the line of scrimmage. The man that was in motion, he was headed towards the line of scrimmage, but when the ball was snapped, he was not going laterally.
That was a little arena football league, actually.
Yeah, that was. Whew. Can't do that, Coach Jack Daniel.
Well,
come on now.
So that's going to be declined, which smartly.
Yeah, no doubt.
Third down for the Patriots.
So
I'm just sitting back right here. I'm going to rush 3.
Keep everything in front of you.
Amen.
They are playing too deep right here.
And they did rush 3. Getting a little,
man.
holding big time. I don't know how you don't call that. That referee was standing there looking right at it. But nonetheless, it's going to bring up 4th down and 37. 10 minutes left to go, 4th and 37. I'm sorry. That was.
Actually, it's going to be, 4th and 37 on the 41. You're exactly right. So a no-brainer. Going to go ahead and putt it.
We just heard he kicked a 62.
Man,
they are
going to give it a shot. You're right.
It.
Somalia. That's going to be woo.
Was that 57 yard?
57, 58.
58.
No. Check that 54. Well, either way.
No, that is.
Yeah, you're right. 57.
Oh my gosh, that's short.
Man,
that was still quite a leg.
Wow.
That was not far off. Aim was true. Guy's a sophomore transfer from South Carolina.
Where do you get your inside information?
I'm telling you, man.
That's amazing.
Look out.
Number 5 kicker in the nation.
Number 5 kicker in the nation.
That's our sources.
Woo. Let's call him 4.
If he would have made that, he'd have been the number 1 kicker in the nation.
Yeah, no doubt.
As a sophomore.
My Lord.
You don't.
We've seen some good ones here, Williamson County.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was a great kick, even though he missed it.
Yeah. He would have been good from 53. Or it was a 57?
That was 57. 58 actually. It's 58.
So 55, he'd have been good. Well, Summit's going to have to do something after the fumble on the last offensive series, Matt, and right there putting themselves in a long 2nd down.
I got a real problem with right now, though, that they got the ball at the 20.
Because of the missed field goal.
Yeah.
Once the ball hits the end zone, it's automatic. Sorry.
I know. I'm just. We got to get your man down, but it just drives me nuts.
Well, if you're Summit, that is one of the few things you need is injuries.
No doubt.
Especially to the big guys up front. As probably limited numbers on there that can play an offensive guard. So here we go. 9:34, 7-6 on the injury timeout. Matt, what do you got?
I tell you, we got a 3-man crew tonight. That's what I know.
Yeah, you know what? I saw Lance walking around the track like he was back in high school.
We got Boyce Sanders up here with us.
Boyce working his first game up top. The rookie.
He drew the short straw.
Where do you go to school, Boyce? Independence High School. That's where the good ones come from, right?
Well, never mind.
I don't know. Independence right always produces solid interns. Lance I believe he was Independence. Tyler, I don't know where he was from.
Tyler's 38 now, though. He's not an intern anymore.
So here we go, Bates.
3 kids and a job.
Bates gonna pick up a few. Hey, you know what, man? Bates on the run, he does a nice job. When he gets that hole, though, he needs to hit this white line out here.
Oh, no doubt. Bounce it.
Yeah,
he tries to duck it back inside with all the traffic.
I'm wondering if that's coaching or if that's just something he's just doing. Because if his coaches on our sideline up top could see this, they're probably screaming, "Get to the line!"
Yeah. Strong goes in between the numbers. You bounce it.
Yeah, that's right. So here we go, 3rd and a long 6. And there's our first pass, and a great catch, Matt.
No doubt. 14 had a shot at picking that off. I believe that was Sean McClellan, or McMahon. He had a real shot at picking that off.
And 33, Chris Carr on the reception. And
1 for 1.
Zachareski,
100% passing rating right now.
And you know what, Matt? It looked like a pretty good throw.
It was a good throw.
It had a little zip on it.
It was just a hair behind, but
well, when you've only thrown one, now get to the outside.
And he cuts it back in again.
Yeah.
If he goes outside, he's probably going to get drugged down, but he's going to pick up 5-6 yards. I mean, he still picked it a little bit there, but I still feel like you bounce that sucker.
Halftime, we'll go down there and talk to the Summit coaches.
That's right. Tried to talk to the Centennial coaches last week about that clock, and they didn't really care.
Centennial, I believe they're at Overton High School tonight, so we'll get their own clock issues.
Brentwood's playing
Blackman, the number 1 team in the state.
Have fun.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I've received a text. I'll give you the score here. That's a
strong.
Oh, that's a great.
That is not strong. That is number 4.
Yeah.
That is Jackson Boyd, another sophomore.
Let's see, 65. Tim Cotton on the tackle, another senior. But I just received a text from my wife, 14-0 Blackman at the end of the first.
Your son will be in soon. You might not want him in.
Yeah, no, right. That's right.
We would like all his mental faculties in check at the end of that game.
Yeah. So 3rd and 1, this would be a
3rd down.
A great situation for Summit to pick up. I look for a little misdirection right here. Page has had a tough time dealing with it.
I'm thinking strong. That's not strong as Boyd, and you called it. They should have done something right ahead. They didn't make it. Is that Adams in on that tackle?
That is going to be close. They're marking it short, Matt, calling for a 4th. You're Coach Coleman. You're brand new. You lost your first game 31-0. You're at Page.
You're up by 1. Let the dice roll, brother.
Yep. You got nothing to lose. Call it hard count, whatever. Just don't fumble the snap or get a penalty here. Let's go forward if you're a Summit Spartan. You need a first down at both sides.
I'd like a little quick pitch off the weak side to the outside. That would be awesome. You know they're going to be crashing in.
Yeah. And a timeout.
You know what I mean? They're sitting there in that setup. You got the guy on the outside there, 22, and you got everybody going to be crashing in.
All Seasons Comfort. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, call All Seasons Comfort at 948-3977.
Well, 6:19 now. 4th and 1. Big down coming up here in the second quarter. Right now, the Spartans lead by 1, and they're on the move. If they can pick this up, keep that offense on the sideline and keep wearing down this defense, I think that's going to be a huge factor in the second half, the way they've been able to run the ball in there, just hammered at home right now.
So here we go. Well, they're in punt formation, Matt. If I was Coach Rathbone, I would say, watch the fake.
Easy.
They're gonna play as they are ahead, Matt. They're gonna play as the game is. And down by John Anderson, the long snapper.
Did not get a favorable roll. Back to the 30. 6:07 now remaining here in the second. And you know, you're talking about Coach Rathbone is definitely at the best coaching name in Williamson County.
Rathbone. Oh, yeah, the best name.
And then, you know, not playing favorites by any stretch of the imagination, so you don't need to email us. But Page, they have got the best uniforms.
Oh,
hands down.
Yeah, we got a close-up look at them. The helmets, really nice.
Like gunmetal gray.
Oh, what color?
Gunmetal gray.
Gunmetal gray. I got
you. He got a man open right down the middle to the 50-yard line. Number 10. That is Michael Magachi. Let's check that. Number 18.
Oh, man.
That is.
It's all for naught.
All
for naught, man. And the Summit side.
I was about to say that was great time. They've had a lot. Summit's got some pressure on Page tonight several times. And they had great protection that time, and you know why now.
Holding against the Patriots. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
I think that's going to repeat first down. 1st and 20 now. Ball's going to be spotted at the 12, 13-yard line. So a long way to go. But now that we've seen Page only has to get to midfield to get a scoring distance. So here it comes. Oh, there's a screen pass.
They got it set up out here.
Nice.
Great job by was that 45?
Yeah.
Great job of him sliding back in off the backside. That is Alex Woosley.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make that tackle, Myers has got running room aplenty. Under 6 minutes now.
So a pickup of about 6. The play was set up nice. I tell you what, Matt, Summit's going with like a little 3-3 look. With,
not a bad option.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be sailing.
And overthrown.
Out of bounds, big time. Though, you know, you talked about it, that 3-3 look. You saw they were stacked to that left side where the quarterback was rolling out. Not a bad option, just don't make anything stupid happen. Live to play another day.
So Jenkins on the coverage, and now Migochi has got to create some magic or Summit will get good field position on the punt.
5:19.
Another handoff.
Yeah.
So another 4th down for.
And you know, it's been just like every other game. We're in the beginning of the season. Lots of penalties, mistakes, and generally the team that can eliminate those is the one that does the best.
And you got to think, Matt, the jet sweeps or anything to the outside, those guys have got to do a fantastic job of holding their blocks and not getting that hold, those end guys. And the penalty is going to be declined, so it's going to be 4th and.
Another smart move. We seem to decline a couple of good penalties.
So back to receive for Summit is going to be 25, and that is going to be Clayton Kennedy, another sophomore. And also back 34, Chris Jenkins, the senior. So the spread formation out of the punt, Matt, you got to keep everything honest. Oh, and a bad snap, but again, no pressure.
Nope. They had the punt set up the entire way.
Oh, and a
favorable bounce.
Yeah. Down. Yeah, down to the 37. Summit going to trot back on offense. 4:52 here in the second quarter.
A lot of time.
Page down 7-6 here at home as a stunned crowd trying to figure out what's going on. But I'll tell you what's going on. Summit's been playing pretty good defense.
They certainly have. And, you know, with that ball control offense going on, one thing we want to watch here in this last 5 minutes is the Spartans only have one timeout. And they do not have the type of offense that gets down the field quickly. That may come into play here. Bates going to cut it back inside again.
The ball came loose, Matt, and he picked it up, and the whistle's still not blown dead. I'm not sure what's going on.
Did Bates pick it up? Because I'm not sure he can have any forward progress unless it was Bates that had the ball.
No, it was number.
Yeah, and they brought it back to where the
Sheffield, number 50, and his helmet came off, so they're going to have to replace him in the one-play rule. And now a game of 3, but still Bates cut it back up in the traffic.
Yep. He likes the contact.
Yeah, which is what you'd like to see in a 6'3", 230 kind of guy. But Bates looks like he's running about 170, 160. He's very shifty. So here comes the Spartans back up in there. Man, talk about loading the box, Matt.
And there he bouncing to the outside in there. There's a flag on the play.
And if Bates only knew there was a flag, he'd have run straight out of bounds and said, forget this contact. So,
but there you see exactly what we're talking about. Bounce it outside, picks up some nice yardage. Holding on the Spartans.
And maybe the first penalty on the Spartans all night as the Page crowd.
They did have a offsides on the 1 yard line.
So the play nullified by the holding. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18.
You know, isn't that from the spot of the foul? I don't know. I'm not
10 yards from the spot. Unless you're bad.
I thought it was from the spot of the foul. That was definitely downfield.
Now here comes it.
He's got a head of steam.
Yeah, he sure does. 34. It maybe called his name a few times. Chris Jenkins.
They've had, I think now 6 people run the ball. That's a lot of people when you got a 48-man roster.
Well, if you're watching at home, I want you to check out the number of people inside the tackles for the Page defense. If you count that fast, it's probably going to be about 8, 9 as within
8 yards, there'll be 9 guys.
Yeah.
One corner is going to be wide. They're going to have the safety sitting back 15 yards from the spot of the ball. And he's actually about 14. There's the snap. Not going to do it.
Clock is going to continue to click. Well, Coach Rathbone and Page wisely going to call a timeout with 3:25. And they do have the firepower to get downfield.
Oh, no doubt. And they have all 3 of their timeouts.
Well, make it 2 now.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And they've got a lot of time. 3:25. That's a lot of time for this offense. And, you know, you also got to think about they don't have to score a touchdown. They can get in that 40-yard range and go for another shot at that field goal.
Well, some scores around the nation are, check that, Williamson County. Centennial down 7-0 in the first quarter. Ravenwood and Clarksville tied at 7.
Ravenwood and Clarksville tied at 7. Clarksville Northeast?
Clarksville just high.
Okay,
Clarksville high.
Say.
Brentwood is down 28-0 now. So one of those touchdowns came on a Blackman fake punt.
Now you're just rubbing your nose in it.
Oh, and it's blocked! Gonna be picked up? Nope, gonna be down, but Page, great field position.
Oh, you're not kidding. They're in field goal range right now.
And it wasn't a bad snap, it's just somebody didn't block somebody.
Wow. 3:15. Page down by 1. Huge turn of events here. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Well, let's give Noah Green a shout out for the block, punt, and recovery. It looked like a one-handed block too.
Trips right. Man in motion. They're going to fake the handoff to him.
Wow, Roberts has got some.
He's got some room.
Wow.
About down to the.
Oh, and he still didn't. But they blew him down on the whistle.
They blew him down, yep. Almost has a first down. We'll see what happens here. Yep. Just short of it.
Good to see Page keeping the ball on the ground when you really don't need to throw it. And you got someone like Roberts that is going to be tough to bring down. He's a pretty
tall guy.
Yeah. And they got him spread out. Roberts just going to lean it in. It looks like
He's going to be awful close. Yep, he's in.
Well, they had 324 when they started. We're down to 232.
Man, a lot.
And so Summit's going to have a shot at it.
And, you know, we talked about Summit eliminating mistakes, not having those things, but the type of offense they play. Well, they got a big one on special teams there. And Page able to take advantage. Looks like Page is going to line up and try to go for 2. Make it a 7-point game.
This is where you go to your 2-point play chart.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout, Page. You're going to talk it over. You want to get this thing right.
So after the quick score off the block punt, Page jumps ahead 12-7.
We get a Franklin score.
I am going to text my contacts over there and see what we got. So
landscaping in the Forest State. We turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Well, here we go. 2-point opportunity for Page. Try to make it a 7-point game.
Gochi, Roberts, we got trips right. Well, we got
Almost like a bunch right.
I'd go run straight over there.
They're going to throw.
Oh, between
man.
the hands, and not a bad idea.
Just a little high.
Gochi on the throw. So 232, 12-7. And now the Patriots to kick off. And then Matt also. Summit does get the ball right in the start of the second.
They certainly do.
There we go.
Actually, excuse me, Page deferred.
Well, Summit kicked the onside kick, correct?
Correct. So I do believe you're right, but Page deferred the decision to the second half.
Yeah. Ooh, it's going to be close. So here we go.
Well, it's a beautiful start to our Labor Day weekend here. 2:32 remaining in the first half. Page up 5, set to kick off, and here we see it right now. I'm sure that's going to go out the back of that end zone. Oh, and it does. Big plans this weekend, Paul?
Big plans. You know, of course, I have 6 kids.
Yes.
Unfortunately, one of my sophomore son's buddies is going to be staying the weekend with us because his family went to our family reunion. So with that being well, yeah, but that's 7 kids in my house this weekend.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Yeah. He can't drive, so he's a liability.
He's a liability, and you got to wonder why his family would leave him on a family reunion.
No doubt about it. You're adopted.
Yeah. So his mom brought over a couple of pizzas tonight. So
just 2 pizzas for the weekend.
Just 2 pizzas. That's all I get. That's all he gets.
2 pizzas.
Hopefully left some money. So here we go. 2nd and 4. Will Summit, Matt, be content on running it out and heading to the house down 12-7?
Content or not, I think that's what's going to happen. They just don't have the firepower to get it down the field in 2 minutes unless they just break one. Which I think they can do, but you know, they've got these guys playing back a little bit. Again, he cuts it back inside Bates every single time. Cut it back, cut it back, cut it back.
Well, that's going to take it under 1:42. And now, Coach Rathbone, 1 timeout left. Let's see, with the ball spotted here. And
I think if they don't pick it up, he's definitely using it.
Yeah. I tell you what I'm excited about. You know, the band usually they're warming up. I'm not sure if they're going to come out or not, but I do see two Pee Wee football teams getting ready to do some halftime action from.
Nice.
Not sure if I think they may be from the Nolensville and the Franklin Cowboys. Nolensville Panthers, Franklin Cowboys. Well, he picked it up, Matt. So
Pate's got it. I think that's going to probably do it.
Yeah.
Another play after this one ought to run her out.
Boyd on the carry. And Kramer on the tackle. Here we go. A minute left. We'll see how quick.
Yeah, they're going to milk this for all it's worth.
Summit crowd encouraging them to hurry up. It's pretty good field position.
No doubt.
To the 35. Let's see. I'd like to sneak a little tight end right here down the seam, but there's Bates back inside. Not going to happen. He's going to get hit. Oh, and there's a late flag with the ripping of the helmet. That's 15 yards, Matt.
Oh,
now
it is.
That wasted time to get that play in. Not really wasted.
No,
the designed delay in getting the play off to head to the house, but that's going to push it to about the 50-yard line.
If nothing else, you could take a couple of shots here.
So ball in hand. Referee's going to move it to about 48.
Depending on your arm strength, maybe a little hook and ladder.
Well, you know what? Whatever it takes, I will be shocked if they ran it. That would be just kind of conceding. And the clock's going to run, still huddling up. You got one timeout left. We do have 3 receivers down here. Here we go. We're going to roll out. Nice pitch and catch, and that's close to a first down.
They didn't get it. Clock's going to run.
Yep, you're going to do something, Coach.
Call your timeout. Try to chunk one.
So down inside the 39. 1 play left, 1 second. 12-7 Page ahead here at second quarter of our WCTV Game of the Week. Matt Hill and Paul Brees.
We got 1 play till halftime. This ought to be a good one, though. I always love the Hail Mary.
Well, we just got a score update from Franklin High. Matt, Franklin playing the same team Centennial did last week, Clarksville Northeast. The poor Clarksville teams, I don't know what they're doing. 14-0 Franklin. Michelle Polk, I'll give you a shout out for bringing that score in.
You know, you got to say, what they're doing playing, I'm really shocked by that Ravenwood.
7-7. Clarksville is a pretty good team.
I'm not saying they're not
pretty good team.
But, you know, when you got to drive like they did, was that about a 2-hour drive from there?
Well, I believe Ravenwood's on the road.
Oh, excuse me.
But
backwards. I
will double check.
I'm not quite as shocked now. No, don't double check. You know.
I'm going to double check. We got a whole half to figure it out.
Double check.
We got a whole half to figure it out. Uh-oh, hold on. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Rathbone now.
I'm coming out in a different formation.
I'm going to send an extra person back.
Kennedy from Thompson Station. Bill Kennedy from Thompson Station. Please report to the press box.
Well, your team Fairview, they're playing a very strong Camden team. 2 teams that are ranked. Fairview's up 6-0. And Ravenwood is now up 13-7 away at Clarksville. So, what do you do, Matt? 1 second left.
Throw it deep.
You know, back in the, unfortunately, I think, Matt, that the Vanderbilt Glory days are back to your days.
Oh, thanks. Well, appreciate that one.
Just when you guys
was rough.
You started figuring out the anchor down symbol.
Second down and 1 with 1 second.
The anchor is down.
Dragon. Oh, me. So here we go. Summit. The old draw play. Man, you'd hate for him to fumble and then pick it up. But so there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 12-7. I guess they didn't want an interception return for a touchdown. They want to take a chance. But either way, the Page Patriots up 12-7 here on our WCTV Game of the Week. Halftime, we'll be back with second half action after Pets of the Week.
Everyone, my name is Marcy, and this is Robert De Niro, Bobby. Bobby came to us about, 2 months ago, and he was in really, really bad shape. He was so weak, he couldn't even get up. But our shelter vet really worked on him and got him all better. As you can see, he's a beautiful medium hair orange tabby. His tail is a little thin right now, but that's because we had to shave it because it was so matted. He is such a precious boy. Unfortunately, we don't know too much about him because he was a stray. He seems to do pretty well with cats because he's looking at a number of shelter cats and doing really well with it. He is very playful. We think he's probably only about 3, so that's why he just really loves to play. And if you walk by him, he sticks his paw out at you, or he'll try to grab your hair. He's such a sweet boy. So we would love for you to please come and see him. He is already neutered. He's been vaccinated. He has been tested for feline leukemia and feline AIDS, and of course that was negative. Up until the 31st, our adoption fees are still waived for the Rachel Ray Challenge. So I would love for you to please come and see Robert De Niro. Hi everyone, this is Kermit. Isn't he just the cutest dog ever? He has a little bit of, we think, how do you say that? King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. And of course he's mixed. He was found as a little stray probably about 3 weeks ago. As you can see, he really enjoys laps. He is a little bit nervous, so I would probably recommend that he go to a home that doesn't have children and probably a little quieter home. I don't think a fenced-in yard is necessary, but he would definitely do well with some short little walks. I think he'd make a nice little walking companion. So if you are looking for just a little fella to come and spend some wonderful days and going on little walks, we would love for you to come and see little Kermit.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our WCTV Game of the Week here at Page High School, where the Page Patriots lead 12-7 over the Summit Spartans. Matt, really a hang-on game for Summit as they are only down by 5.
They certainly are, and they had the opportunity to be up by more than that. But several mistakes that they made in key situations. You talk about the biggest one definitely was that block punt, and that allowed Page to go up by 5 right now. And flip that, Page could certainly be up by a lot more.
Absolutely. We talked about the block punt that led to the Page touchdown. We also had a fumble snap in a crucial situation for Summit that stopped the drive. And now a Page has got the opportunity to pin Summit back here and create another turnover possibly, as I am sure that Coach Rathbone and company closed the doors at the halftime locker room and gave these young men a speech that said, hey.
It was not G-rated.
Yeah. You guys like Labor Day off? Let's get this thing done. Let's get this thing done.
Who wants to practice on Monday? Raise your hand.
Yeah. Labor Day is to Lorick. Let's go. Summit, on the other hand, probably pretty happy and pleased, only down by 5. But they have got to get the ball moving on offense. They're going to try to find different ways.
Well, they've been able to move the ball. They just make penalties at inopportune times, or it's first down and they have a negative play, and they just cannot do that. They're the type of team that they have got to pick up positive yards on first down, or they are going to sputter. I believe they've thrown 2 passes this half. Both were complete actually. One in the first quarter. And then another one as they were trying to go down with that last 32 seconds, they completed a pass and then decided to run the ball out.
So 1st and 10 at the 20. Again, your quarterback for the Spartans is number 14,
Bates again trying to get inside. He had a hole to the outside. I tell you right now, regardless of what happens on Monday, you're talking about being off, they need to sit down and watch that film with him. Because there's just been some nice holes that he could have bounced right through and picked up some big yardage.
So Michael Zagreski, the sophomore quarterback. Bates, the junior running back, has been probably the workhorse of this team. And occasionally with a sprinkle in of
Strong, number 38.
Yeah, Strong at 38. And also maybe
Little 14. Ball's on the ground.
oh my, a big hit on Zagreski, the quarterback. I'm not sure if it was a option read or something like that, Matt, but either way, they didn't want to take the ball from Zagreski.
No, not at all. And, you know, he did a good job of picking it up and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Almost did, but here we are in that 3rd and long situation where it is just not favorable for the Spartans. Bennett does a good job of making that tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 11. This stadium's starting to come alive over here. Patriot fans making some noise. He's got a man.
Bates, and he even on the outside of that line on the sideline, he wanted to come back in but a great pitch and catch. Zagreski to Bates.
Zagreski's 3 for 3 now. I'm going to find that out. We got to find that out.
I know he's 2 for 2 for sure.
Well, I think he had 2 in the first half. We're going to find out. Hold on.
So first down, Spartans to Page 38-yard line, and it is going to be another opportunity for Summit to take the drive. They did this in the first half after the onsides pickup.
Kind of bobbled the ball. He is 3 for 3.
Let's see, at the bottom of that pile is going to be
I believe it's 14.
34, yeah.
34. And that's what they got to do on first down. Picked up a long 3. Can't have those negative plays.
Well, Jenkins on the play, Adams on the tackle, and I'll tell you one thing right here is, Matt, as the cheerleaders are trying to throw the shirts up here, man, I don't think they're going to reach us tonight.
One of them's got an arm there. Hit about the 12th row.
Not bad.
That one went about halfway.
So 2nd and 7. I'd like to see Zagreski keep it one time and see what would happen.
Yeah, because they are not watching him at all contain-wise. He could run for a good while. And you think, you know, with this offense, for him to be manning it, he's got to be able to run the ball. And you're right, he's not kept it at all. Strong picks up some good yardage. Now they're staring 3rd and 4 in the face. 9:05.
And this is not a bad drive for Summit as the clock's going to continue to run. Page yet to have the ball here in the second half.
That was a huge 3rd and 11 they converted.
Now let's see right here. I'm going to go with a run play right here.
I'm agreeing.
And they are in the box for sure. Bates going to take it. It's going to be close, but
he's going to be short.
Yeah, 4th and about 1.5. What would Coach Coleman and the staff do in this crucial situation where they need points?
They're going to punt.
Well, playing the
They've
field
had a
position.
couple opportunities where I thought they should go for it, have not done it. This yet another one.
You went 0-10 last year. You started out slow with a 31-0 loss. I'd like to see a little confidence, but Coach is going to go ahead and play the field position game. You're going to get a good roll here.
This time.
Bobbled. This is a great opportunity to force him out at about the 16-yard line. Nice special teams play by the Spartans.
And we're going to see Page with the first opportunity here in the second half. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that was classic. I don't know if we caught that on camera. The ball coming in from the sidelines hit the receiver on the head, knocked his mouthpiece out of his mouth. They must have. Good thing for those concussion helmets out there. So here we go, Magochi. Not a bad half. Had a couple of mistakes. They love the quick pass. He's got a nice arm, picking up a nice gain right there of about 7 off the pitch and catch.
Nice protection of that offensive line up front, and that's exactly what the Patriots want to do. A little pitch and catch on the outside. 2nd and 4, 7:40 now. Clock continues to run.
This is Roberts.
And Roberts is going to bounce it outside. And you can see why that might be effective. Nice stiff arm by Roberts. Pick up a big first down. Out of bounds at about the 31. Going to bring up another first down. And, you know, you saw it right there. Looks like if he cuts that inside, he picks up nothing. Does a good job bouncing it out. Another quick pass out. Nice blocking again on the outside. Number 34.
Yep. That is Chris Jenkins on the tackle. Tyler Moore on the reception.
That's going to be close to a first down.
I don't think
he's going to go. Yeah, no. Wave him on.
Oh, yeah, it did. There you go. I was about to say, it looked like he had it to me. And they are rolling right now.
And again, the second guessing of not going for it on 4th and 1.5.
I was about to say that.
And it's kind of backfired on the Spartans right here. And there's Roberts. That's a D1 play, Matt, where he keeps his feet.
Runs right through that tackle, picks up some huge yardage. Down to the 44. And I think every play on this drive has just picked up big chunks of yardage right now. Under 7 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. And right now the Patriots are rolling.
Gochi back. He's going to try to take the seam right there.
A little high.
Yeah.
But high is not bad when you've got that. When you've got no safeties deep. Looks like the wide receiver might have been held up just a little bit.
Sean McMahon, the intended receiver.
2nd and 10 now. Patriots lead by 5. Trying to add to that lead right now.
Oh, great block, and that's Roberts.
He may be gone.
Oh, nice rundown. Is that 34? Is that Jenkins we talked about?
Jenkins. He's made a lot of good plays tonight on defense.
But Roberts, pretty much almost a 30-yard run right there. Well, a little over 30.
I think it's safe to say this Patriot offense has come alive.
Yeah. Gochi on the keeper.
And he just went down.
Yeah, needs to just go ahead and get down after the slip. First time we've seen him pull it away.
You're right. And that was double nickel. No name on our roster for that, and we got a man down.
I believe that's 50. Sheffield down. And he's, I believe he got.
We got confirmation from the Page coaching staff that that man's been cramping up a lot. They've been trying to stretch it out and get him worked out, but not much of a hot night, but generally that leads a lot to it.
Well, yeah, especially if he's playing a lot of plays.
Yeah.
So 6:14 here in the 3rd quarter. Your score still the same here coming out of halftime, 12-7 Page. Some other scores of interest, Matt. Independence down 12-14 to Marshall County. Ravenwood up now 20-7 over Clarksville. Franklin's up 23-0 over Clarksville Northeast. And Brentwood's still down 35-0. And I think new score update for the Franklin game. our roving reporter, Michelle Paulk. 26-0 Franklin. So Fairview is down 14-6 to Camden. Pretty good game right there. I was trying to find the Overton Centennial game. It's amazing, Matt, when we first started this thing out. Well, I did 10 years ago. You know, you'd have to pretty much get my flip phone out and text somebody, and now there's a app to just find any score you want.
And it would you had to hit like 1 5 times to get to C.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
You couldn't just type it up.
You have to go through the whole progress. And you want a capital C.
Ooh, look out.
Yeah.
Grammar out the window.
Yeah. So Sheffield up, walking off.
The one thing about it is the kids used to be able to text in their pocket with that other phone, though. They could count the number of strokes. Now they can't do it anymore.
Well, here we go. Overton Centennial tied at 14 at half. So a big second down and 10 from the 10, Matt. Roberts.
Again, breaks it outside.
Whoa, hurdles.
Picks up some nice yardage. Bates needs to take some notes here.
Down to 6, you're exactly right. And the clock's going to continue to run. 3rd and 5, Matt. I'm just not sure if Page would like to settle for a field goal right here. They would love to tack on 7.
Oh, no doubt. You know, if they do, it'll be the 3rd time. They could be staring 28-7 in the face, but have not been able to tack on many touchdowns, except for we saw that one after the block punt, the big turnover.
Dochi.
They got some room right there. Missed tackle. Not that time, though.
Oh, a nice play on converting right there, covering that play, and I believe there was a no gain right there. So 4th and about 6.
Offense still on the field, and here comes the kicking unit.
So gonna play the odds here and
make it an 8-point game.
Take the safe bet. You got a good kicker to go ahead and who's already hit a couple of big field goals tonight. Oh,
this is actually a different kicker.
Wow, we got a short field goal kicker, and then of course long field goal kicker. Well, let's see. That's number 5, and is Mason Foley, the senior. And Foley got the nice shoes. There's a bad snap. He called fire. And this is going to be 13 to Holder, and Summit has dodged a bullet.
Man alive. I can't believe that. There's the helmet on the ground.
Aiden Kondo, the holder, he had to do something with it.
Bad snap.
And that is a killer, and Summit still has life with 4:29 here in the 3rd quarter.
I love it. The snapper was just walking by, and the special teams coach was giving him an earful. He just kept right on walking, did the smart thing. Like, I need to find a Gatorade bottle quick.
Yeah. And the one
on
thing
the other end of the field.
One thing I've seen about the Page sideline, Matt, there's no benches for the kids to sit on. Everybody's
that is interesting. I didn't even notice that.
And I looked on the far side on the Summit sideline, same thing. So if you're winded, I guess you can sit Indian style on the mat there and
sing Kumbaya.
Get you a couple of minutes and move on back in there. So a short carry, 2nd and 9 for Summit after the big stop.
I'll tell you, those benches can be very dangerous. Having somebody run off the sideline.
So here we go again. Coach Coleman running the clock all the way down as far as the play clock goes, Matt.
I tell you, the worst, I saw a kid going to one of those heaters.
Uh-oh, here we go, Matt. We got a deep ball. Oh, and they held him up. They held him up.
A flag.
Yep.
So what does that do to his completion percentage is what I want to know. Yeah, well, right there that will be 3 for 4, but if it's pass interference, I'm wondering what happens there. That's what I'm thinking. He's still 3 for 3 now. If it is pass interference.
Well, it's got to be holding. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
Because they basically grabbed him, and that is the best thing you can do. So that may be an automatic first down.
Holding against the defense.
And that is going to bring only 5 yards, but it's going to give him the first down off the holding. So here we go. Big first down conversion after Summit was pinned on their own. And there's a nice run to the outside.
Strong doesn't quite have the speed. Ball's on the ground.
Wait a minute.
And they are saying that the Patriots have the ball. Strong fighting forward for those extra yards. Ball pops out. Patriots have new life, another opportunity to try to right that wrong and try to put some more points back on the board. 3:29 now here remaining in the third.
Wow.
Man. That was the big killer last week against Spring Hill. Summit had 6 or 7 fumbles running the ball. Wide open man on the outside. Takes it down to about the 7-yard line. Clock still running, tackled inside of bounds, or inbounds. 3:15. Play clock is now running.
Roberts. Oh, and you know what? Summit has done a nice job on that initial tackle just to slow him up.
That's going to be a first down. Under 3 minutes now. Page up by 5. See if Summit's able to bow their back again and keep Page out of the end zone. They did right there. Nice gang tackle by that defensive line. We had a Spartans helmet come off on the tackle, Momley. See if that plays into it all. Number 66 into the game at defensive end, it looks like.
So McGochie here from the 3, Matt. They've got to get 7 on the board. Oh, and bottled up.
He's not going in.
And I'll tell you one thing, Matt. If Coach Rathbone, if it comes down to 4th down, he's going for it.
Oh, he's got to. Barring some unforeseen event. 3rd down and 2, a long 2. Under 2 minutes now to play in the third. It's been a very fast quarter.
Well, the Patriot fans.
I say 3rd and goal, not 3rd and 2.
And I don't see Roberts in the game, Matt, so look for a pass right here.
He may keep it.
Top of your screen, 4 receivers.
He's got a run pass option.
Oh, man, there is no one.
He's going to throw it at the back of the end zone.
Oh, and he got it.
Does a great job of keeping the feet in. Taps them both down. Patriots touchdown. 1:18 remaining here in the third, 18-7. And that was a huge play. I thought right there when McGochie rolled out to the right and had a man in his face, I thought that kind of threw him off. I thought maybe the ball was going to go floating out of the back of the end zone. That young man does a great job of going up high and coming away with the touchdown. Yeah. Paul, who was that? Mason.
Hang on. I'll tell you what, Matt, the red just looks, from way out here, it's very tough to see. The extra point is going to be good. That's Mason Foley on the extra point. And with that, with 1:18 here in the third quarter, the Page Patriots 19 and the Summit Spartans 7.
That was Matt Finero, number 18 on the reception.
The senior.
Nice hands.
Better late than never on the call. We want to give Matt credit for a nice catch in the back of the end zone. Dwight Clark-esque.
contribution they make to Page Patriot Athletics.
Well,
You know, when it was a one-possession game, I think Summit had a lot more hope, and I'm not saying they're out of it now, but each possession now is going to be very important. They've got to go down and get some points right now.
so Bates back deep. And that's going to be returnable, Matt, right at the 4. Bates, he loves to see the seam inside, except on kickoff returns. He needs to hang on to the ball as he is dragged down at the 22.
Just over a minute here in the third, and crucial drive now for Summit. Down by 12. 2-possession game, and they're going to need 2 touchdowns to take the lead. And they've got to make it happen right here. They don't have the ability to score quickly unless they get some type of trick play or break one. They cannot have negative plays right now.
Roll out to the other side.
Got a man.
Yep. Hangs onto the ball is number 81. Yes, here we go, and that is going to be our friend.
They've really thrown the ball well tonight.
Well, 81 is going to be Tommy Smith, the sophomore.
Big first down.
Yeah.
4 for 4 if you don't count the pass interference play.
So big pickup. And if there's a weakness on this Page defense, it's probably the secondary with a lot of the the seniors up front. And man, I tell you what, Matt, if Big Bates hits the outside right here, he's got about 7 or 8. Easy.
Yeah. I'm just shocked that it keeps happening. Still picks up 5. Maybe 4. 28 seconds now.
There it goes. Summit setting the feet. Oh, and he's going to be sacked.
Wow.
Good coverage downfield. That's a secondary sack.
It certainly was. And, you know, he rolled to his left, had pretty good protection for a while. And I was almost about to say, nice protection, and then it broke down. But you're right, it had a lot to do with that coverage downfield. Brings up a third and long. Third about 14 yards.
So 3rd and 6. That's the end of the third quarter here in our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Brees and Matt Hill bringing the action. Our whole WCTV crew. Boyce.
I don't know if we can say the whole crew today.
It's really half of the crew. But either way, Boyce doing a good job hanging in there. He's only sweating on one side. He's like, man, I'm giving up my Friday dates with my girlfriend for this? Nah, he's doing good. He's doing good.
You see, Christian only lasted 1 week. Whittemore's out.
Week off.
Yeah, week off.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
You got the bye.
1 week, you got the bye.
Next week, Matt, Dixon County comes to Franklin High School in the first week of region matchups. And Matt, you're going to be?
I'm going to be camping. Look out, brother.
So next week,
Mike Williams will be with us.
Special guest Michael Williams,
former TSU announcer, play-by-play for the basketball. Not play-by-play, but just announcer for the basketball team.
I was gonna make him say former All-American running back at Austin P. Yes. But no. So Franklin High next week, and they are up 26-0 on Clarksville Northeast.
I'm not sure he's going to want to go eat Mexican food before the game. He's kind of health nut.
Yeah, I will probably just meet him at the game, because I will not be eating healthy probably.
Going to Smoothie King with him?
No. Here we go, 3rd and 14. Plenty of room to run.
I think he can run right there.
Wow, almost a completed pass.
If he caught that, they may have been going for it.
Yeah.
It was a good throw, little wide.
So your first incompletion, Matt, are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that. He's got to bring that in, though. That's not a bad throw. 4th down, they cannot be seriously considering going for this. They were hesitant there.
Well, you know, the crazy thing is on 4th and 1.5, they didn't go for it.
Yeah, and they're thinking about it on 4th and 14.
Yeah.
That is a great kick. Oh, well, excuse me. Not that it was bad. It just went out from this angle. It looked like it was staying in bounds, and we've got another man down. He's trying to get up.
Yeah, he can't.
I think it's just cramp.
Well, when he pulls him up, he's going to be like, oh, man. Well.
At the Patriot 39-yard line for no return.
Here comes the Patriots going to take back over at the 39-yard line. A lot of ball left to play. Summit needs a stand right now. And the Patriots sure want to tack on to this lead. You know, Summit's done the most damage tonight when they've had the short field. Both touchdowns came off at turnovers.
Gochi's scrambling.
He's got a man.
Roberts.
What a great pass.
Big
nice
block
job by Roberts. Bounced it outside.
Oh, man, and he will not go down.
Still not down. In that student section hyped up. That was a great pass, that running floater right over the top of the defense. Hits Robert in stride.
So a 36-yard pass on
11-11.
11-11.
My son was like, make a wish, Daddy. No, I'm not, son.
Timeout for Summit as they jump around. Matt.
Much better song than the Cotton Eye Joe song.
Still one of my favorites.
Cotton Eye Joe? Are you serious?
No.
I've got jumping around on my phone.
Well.
What do we got locally here?
Oh, man. Still 14-14 Centennial. And I think Centennial, as the quarterback starts to develop, could be a surprise team in this region.
Yep. When you got Emmanuel Hall and Deion Sanders, and you're always going to be a surprise team. You're always going to be a threat to play.
And Independence leads now 19-14 over a strong Marshall County team. So Gochi can't reel it in. The receiver.
Gochi's pass intended for number 18.
As
brings up second down and 10 for the Patriots.
You don't want them to lose coming in.
Not coming here next week, no.
Second and 10. Still throwing the ball this Page, but
that's their offense pretty much. You see why right there.
Oh!
And alive. Beautiful pass. McGochie has thrown two beautiful passes on that drive. That one could not have been thrown any better. Right over the top of the defender. Floats it right in there, hits his man on stride. Is that number 8? These uniforms do look great, but they are not easy on these old eyes.
After the point attempt here, nice, better snap this time, and the kick is going to be right down the middle. So with 11:02 here in the fourth quarter, Page leads 26-7. And after a 12-7.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Well, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're at Page High School. I'm Matt Hill along with Paul Brees, and right now Page leads 26-7 with 11:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. And this second half has been all Page. Summit has just had a lot of turnovers. They've looked good at times, but not been able to reel it in. Well, we've just seen Page kick the ball off, going to go to the end zone. That's going to be a touchback.
Well, you talked about momentum shift. Matt, you know, the first drive for Summit off the onside kick and got momentum, got the excitement going, and then punched it in. Was that on a fourth down possibly?
Yes.
Yeah. Full.
And really, you know, you think about into the third quarter, I believe with about 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, they had a 4th and 1, only down by 5. And they go for that 4th and 1. I think there's a completely, and get it, of course,
right,
a completely different shift in what's happened.
Well,
and I think also you get Bates to bounce it outside you. It's a totally different ball game.
Well, let's see. I don't know if that
was not Bates. Yeah, that was not Bates, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah, no, I understand. Number 4 there is going to be Jackson Boyd, the sophomore. Kramer on the tackle.
Under 11. Gonna throw again.
Backside pressure. Well, nice pitch and catch. I'll tell you what.
Looked pretty good throwing the ball.
Yep. Again.
Did throw the ball in almost the entire first half till the very end.
New defensive coordinator Derek Pack, has a pretty solid nucleus on defense in the front 8, and the young secondary going to get tested, I believe, next week. Is it correct? Marshall County coming in?
Marshall County, yes.
And Marshall
right now behind
Independence.
Independence,
yeah. 19-14.
We're leading most of the game.
And it's not over.
No.
Fat lady still in the stands. So, again, we have, again, not the heat, but just the, the
not in game shape. And you got a lot of guys, not very many guys on the team for Summit.
Yeah, when you don't have a lot of kids dressed.
Yeah, a lot of guys playing both ways.
Not going to be a lot of physical contact about possibly in practice.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice when the coach gets mad at you, but other than that, probably going to take it easy with about 42 kids dressed. So,
yeah. They're not playing shotgun alley.
So with that being said, the injury coming off the field.
He is still not off the field.
Yeah.
Looks like they're about to run the play here.
No,
I was like, what are they doing? They're lined up. Well, they haven't blown it.
Yeah. So 10-23, 26-7 Page. 1st and 10 after the completion.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. The pick.
That was a floater.
And the excessive contact by Bates. The frustration is setting in for Summit, I believe. So that's going to be 15 more for unsportsmanlike on Bates.
I believe that was Sean McHann that came away with the number 14. Does a great job of reading that pass as it kind of just hangs out in the air. And he goes up for it and grabs it. That's a hard pass to make for that young quarterback. You got to zip it out there. When it hangs like that, it allows that's going to be on Summit unsportsmanlike lines of conduct. I believe that a little aggressive getting up after the tackle.
Yeah. So Zakreski on the interception thrown. Again, Zakreski only a sophomore as well. So, I think Coach Coleman's.
And he's not looked bad. He has not looked bad.
I think Coach Coleman's big thing now is to keep these kids together for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And build off of it because they do have a lot of sophomores in the program. And nothing keeps teams more interested than playing time.
Amen, brother.
So,
well, you got 48 people. Somebody's going to get that playing time.
yeah. So now, Coach Coleman having a little discussion with the white hat. I think maybe he's been ejected from the game as Bates, but we'll take a, hopefully we can get a signal here. So, unsportsmanlike. Yep, they tossed him out of the game. Bates, 22, and he has been 80% of the offense.
Yep, no doubt.
15-yard penalty against Summit.
Down to the 19.
10 Patriots from the Summit 19-yard line.
So 10-14, 26-7. Gochi still throwing.
Ooh, nice job by
nice.
number 11. Does a good job of breaking on that ball. Almost comes away with it. That is Dalton Fisher.
What grade?
Sophomore.
Yep. So basically, these young men are thrown into the
in
fire.
a couple of years, they are going to be, if they stay together, should be a pretty cohesive unit.
Yeah, nothing like playing together, especially 3 years of it. And a tough run by number 3 right there. Connor Morse, the junior, is going to bring up 3rd and about 5 from the 15.
It always cracks me up. Now, see, I like this song that the band's playing. I Want to Love You, Be My Girl. But it's playing this 1950 song. I doubt many of these kids know that song.
Gochi back, plenty of time. That's
That's
way out.
high.
Yeah.
They said earlier,
Oh!
That's got to be a flag. I can't believe there's
Man,
no flag
that's-
on that. He gets drilled 10 yards out of the end zone.
The Gochi pass is incomplete.
9:30 now.
Brings up 4th down and 6.
4th and 6. I believe we're going to see another field goal.
Pass intended for number 3, Connor Morse. In for a field goal attempt, number 30, Brent Samaglia.
Samaglia on the field goal attempt. He's already hit 2 big ones.
Sophomore number, he's a sophomore, correct? His kicker?
Yeah.
Number.
Snap's good. Kick maybe.
It's in.
Yep.
No,
No,
it looked
no,
like
no,
it was
no.
in from here.
Field goal attempt is no good. 9 minutes, 29
Yeah, he did.
seconds to play in the contest.
So with that being said, 26-7 still remains, 9:25.
7. There is 10 out on the field, Page.
Page's going to burn a timeout, and there is some yelling happening on that sidelines right now.
I'd like to thank Chili's on the Columbia Avenue for supporting and providing tonight pregame meal. Chili's
Oh, couldn't get the defense on. You know, Matt, sometimes you get caught up and not
Yeah.
talking to your buddy on the sidelines. Well, wait a minute, we're on the field? I'm supposed to be out
Yep.
there? That's not what you want to do. You don't want to get caught as that guy.
Don't be that guy.
College football Saturday at Chili's in the Parkway Commons on Columbia Avenue in Franklin. When you visit
So 1st and 10 from the 20. And Matt, we got a good one. Centennial Overton tied at 21 in the 4th quarter. Centennial would love to have that game against a
no
good
doubt.
Overton team.
No doubt. And Overton probably getting a lot more than they expected.
Oh, Matt, I tell you what, new running back because Bates got ejected, and that's number 4,
Jackson Boyd.
Yeah, Jackson Boyd.
We've seen him several times tonight. Sean McNahan met with the tackle. Driving back 2 yards now.
Independence hanging on 25-22 in the fourth quarter. Ravenwood up handily now 27-7. And Franklin up 26-0. And Blackman defeated Brentwood 42-21.
Ooh, tip ball.
Yeah, nice play defensively on the end over there.
Michael Peruski's pass intended for
8:42 now.
But that pass falls in brings up 3rd down and 12 for Summit.
Not able to track it down, and that's going to do it for that drive. 4th and 12 now.
Well, this
Unless they're going to stay on, but I can't imagine they are. You're down by 3 scores.
Brings up 4th down and 12 for Summit. Now in confirmation for Summit, number 6, Jackson Welch. Back deep for the Patriots. Number 16, Dylan Myers.
So Welch to kick, Myers to receive. And here comes some pressure. Almost again blocked. Welch looking up. That one is
about the 49.
Yeah. So Page going to take over at the 49. We'll see if Magochi in the offense, if he trots back on.
Could be somebody else here.
No, there he is.
Yep.
I'm sure Coach Daniels and Rathbone would love to see the some more points on the board and shut it down for the night.
They got an opportunity to do it right here. Short field. Of course, what we understand, they can kick a field goal from here, so just line up and do it. At least that's what we keep hearing from the Page coaching staff.
So empty backfield. Little shuttle pass, great block.
Nice little jump over the defender. Move it across midfield. Picks up a tough 3. Noah Green on the carry. 8-10 and counting. Page up by 19. They're in no hurry right now, trying to milk as much time off this clock as possible.
Oh, and a great play on that end by 59. And that is Brian Terrell on the tackle on Green. Loss of 2. 3rd and 9 from 7:29 here. Page really needs to convert this first down to kind of put the icing on the cake here.
A lot of time in that pocket got him. Well, that's
an incidental contact.
Yeah. People over here wanting the fast interference, but there's not happening. That's going to stop the clock, 7:09. And bring up 4th down. And that was a quick series by Page.
Yeah, less than a minute probably.
Didn't really run much of all off that clock.
Now a confirmation for the Patriots, number 30, Brent Samaglia. Back deep for Summit, number 25, Clayton Kennedy.
Slamagia hits the corner
Ooh.
and gets a friendly roll.
I can't believe that Spartan was that close to that ball, honestly.
Yeah, the receiver
I'd have bumped him into it.
throwing it up at him. So, wow. Summit, who's struggled to get the ball past midfield this half, now starting at their own 3-yard line, Matt.
Iwesu.
Si se puede. So a tough spot for the Spartans. Leading running back, Dylan Bates, ejected after an
I'd
unsportsmanlike
say strong
conduct.
up the middle a couple times, try to get to that 6-yard
Yeah.
line, kind of that magic number. So if you have to punt, you can get it from your full punting position. Don't have to step up at all.
No, you're right. Oh, and he's
Ooh,
close.
Man, he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. He may be have lost a yard.
And Boyd got slung down, and he's slow to get up, Matt. And that's a thing, Matt, where you look like, please don't call my number again.
Yeah.
So almost
I will
halfway.
happily line up at wideout now.
Yeah. Halfway here in the fourth quarter, 6:23 and counting. 26-7 Page clinging over a Summit Spartan team that's shown a lot of heart tonight.
Very game.
Tough to throw out of the end zone, and it is picked off. Interception number 2.
After 5 completions in a row, 2 interceptions, and man alive, another short field.
And last time Page was here, they missed the field goal opportunity. Couldn't punch it in the end zone. They would love to get 7.
First and goal. 17 coming to the game from the Summit 8-yard line.
Gochi back at quarterback. Has a nice interception there.
Ball on the 8. 6:06 now left to go in this game, and Summit would desperately want to stop some type of big play.
Gochi gonna fire to the corner. That's a tough one to get.
Magochi's pass intended for number 18, Matt Rivera.
So again from the 8, second down and goal.
Number 25, Whiten Kennedy.
Michael Roberts is probably saying, Coach, just give me the rock. I'll get it done.
8-yard line.
Yeah, I'm really shocked they're throwing the ball.
Well, Roberts behind Magochi now. No doubt. Boom. Whoa,
Left side,
almost.
he had a huge hole.
Yeah, he had trouble hanging on to the initial handoff.
15, Michael Roberts.
He doesn't bobble that, he might be walking in.
On the tackle,
So almost to the
number
3
25, Whiten Kennedy.
as Kennedy on the tackle. And the signal already. Clock's going to roll.
5 yards on the play. Brings up
If I don't pick it up here, I may go for it. Not to run up the score, but just, to put it in or make him drive the length of the field.
You definitely got your work for your kicker. And there's Magochi leans.
Reaches across.
And he got it. 3-yard touchdown jump by Michael Magochi.
Got that long, lean body, and we've been calling for it from Summit to have the quarterback keeper. They haven't done it. Page definitely takes advantage as Magochi fakes the handoff and rolls to the right and reaches across the end zone. 32-7 right now, 5:19. Page definitely in control of this game.
So after the PAT, your new score 5:19 here in the fourth quarter, Page 33, and the Spartans of Summit 7.
Summit Spartan 7.
Next week, Dixon County comes to Franklin for our WCTV Game of the Week. And if you would want a copy or you want to see some highlights, what do we do, Matt?
Man, I think you go to 615-472-4550.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think you're even close. But I'll tell you what we do need to do is we need to go to the website, www.wc-tv.net. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I saw a little bit of the coach's show with the new athletic director, Jeremy Coleman. Yeah, did a nice job. Coach Coleman and Rathbone there giving the pregame and giving the. You ever want to check those out on YouTube, and you can.
Last week's play of the game was pretty good. I'm assuming that this week's could be that field goal.
That is nice.
It could also be that strike from Migochi.
Back at the end zone.
Yep.
So here we go. Short field goal specialist. I think that's a soccer kick. Wow, nice play. Is that Jenkins?
Yep. Does a good job getting over there and grabbing that.
Oh!
Had a head of steam.
Yeah.
They kind of got waylaid there at the 23-yard line. 5:12 now. Left in the game. 33-7. Page up by 26.
We'll see what kind of offensive selection here that Summit has. Matt, will they stick to the running game without leading rusher Bates? Or will they decide to throw it again? Last two passes intercepted after a great start by the quarterback.
And we've got, I believe, a false start.
A delay of game?
No.
It's thrown into the illegal substitution against Page. It's weird because the defense really doesn't huddle up.
Nope.
I'm not sure how that happens. And
but I'm sure that someone will take that 5 and they can get it.
yeah, and the thing is, man, I'm sure that Coach Pack, the defensive coordinator, is probably putting in some younger kids here.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
rightfully so.
There's a new running back. It gets a pretty good run there at about 7 yards and a first down.
And that's the kind of running we saw in the first half, in the early third quarter from Summit, that was really keeping them in the game.
So number 19 right there on the carry, that would be Dylan Van Fleet, sophomore. Van Fleet again. Going to pick up about 1.
On the carry for Summit, number 19, Dylan Van Fleet. Tackle on the play by number 9, Josh Kramer. And number 68, Chase Tony. Lock gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9. Zakreski getting the call in as clock continues to run here. 4:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter. I believe
hard running, but nowhere to go.
28.
Mitchell Murray. Tackle on the play by number 25, Pierce.
Mitchell Murray, the junior.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5.
For Summit. Patriot fans, it's time to make noise for your defense.
And a turnover on downs right here, Matt, will probably pretty much wave the white flag.
Oh, no doubt.
Dylan Van Fleet trying to get outside, going to be
Couldn't
short.
do it.
So about 4th and 3.
Under 3:30. Be interesting to see what they do.
And number 25, Pierce Pleasant.
They're going to go for it.
Gain of 1 brings up 4th down
And
four.
I lied. Here comes the punting unit. They've been a little late pulling that trigger almost every single time to what they're going to do.
Well, the clock is just now running, the 25-second clock. And I don't know about you, but the Page receiver down there is way down there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't think he's probably 30 yards away.
He's got a shot right here,
He's
though.
gonna pick it up.
Not much blocking in
Nice
front of him.
play, 34.
Ooh,
Oh,
spun it
man.
out of 2 tackles. But didn't go really anywhere.
On the return for the Patriots, number 3, Connor Moore.
Down at the 23-yard line.
Connor Morse, the receiver, brings it back for a couple, and now maybe we'll see some
22-yard line.
new faces. Get out your rosters, Matt. As you know what? Page may have to use a timeout, and they do use a timeout. They're just trying to gather everybody
Get
up.
everybody lined up. Well, we talked about a lot of sophomores tonight for Summit. I think we're about to see a lot of sophomores for Page. In this last 244, a lot of young guys out there right now. It's like we got number 13 and Kondo, sophomore quarterback right now.
Aiden Kondo, running back. I tell you what, Gray looks good. But
Can't tell. It's also scrunched up.
yeah, unless you're the person trying to read the numbers. Kondo, I couldn't tell you who the running back is, but we're about to find out.
There's 20.
I don't know, but a great tackle by
Yeah, I know 42 made that tackle. That is Ben Mobley, the senior, one of the lone seniors on that Summit team.
Blake Mobley, Matt.
the tackle.
The running back. Blake Rice, I'm sorry. Blake Rice, the freshman running back. And I've heard this. The coaches are pretty high on Blake Rice, the freshman. Oh, lefty. Oh, nice catch.
Good throw. Stays in bounds. Got some offensive line substitutions. Number 58, Brett Nelson, right guard.
Oh, yeah.
Had a nice block on that last play.
So 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter. And again, left-handed quarterback is 13, Kondo.
That is a big man, 7'5". That just took Kondo down. That is Gomeljack.
Yeah.
Jacob Gomeljack.
Bring up 4th down.
Clock's running. I would have loved to seen some more running plays out of Page.
Yeah, see Rice get the ball. I just don't. They've done a lot in this lead of throwing the ball, which that's their offense. But they've certainly got the ability to run it.
So here we go, 4th down and 6. Almost a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Nice snap. The kick, end over end, into the wind. No, I'm just kidding, there's no wind.
At about the 47. 56 minutes or seconds remaining here in this game. Page has it well in hand.
So Page, Matt, going to go 2-0 for the first time since 2008. As Summit Gonna try to wrap this up. Man, I tell you what, see, that's what I'm talking
Outside.
about. That's Van Fleet. I'd hate to see him score if you're a Page defender.
On the carry for Slim at number 9.
Pretty much held them scoreless for
Yeah,
3 and
no
3
doubt.
quarters.
Yeah. And they've had that all night to be able to bounce it outside and have not taken advantage of it at all.
Man, nice job, big run. First and 10, here come the Spartans. They'd love to tack one on.
Clock running.
And a lot of young players in for Page. There's Van
Good job following his blocks.
Fleet.
Inside the 10 now.
Number 19, Dylan Van Fleet.
That's going to be a first down. Clock will stop.
And well, it should.
Well, it should have stopped. It's running. Oh, they did not give him the first down.
So second down.
I think he got shortchanged there.
Yeah. 10 seconds left here.
Van Fleet going to follow his guys inside the 5.
First down. The clock's going to stop. We'll see what the coaching staff over at Summit is going to just wind it up and head to shake hands. Are they going to get one more shot at it as soon as the ball is set? And the sticks have moved. They're going to wind it, I believe. Is that? No? Yep.
They got it off.
Well, that's going to be a score.
Going to try to get it. Not going to be able to do it. They held him out. Good job defensively to not give up right there, but it's those young guys that came in the game.
Too bad for Summit there on that drop, but nice job to end the game. Positive momentum heading into next week. So on our WCTV Game of the Week, Page goes 2-0 since 2008. Summit drops to 0-2. And your final score here at Page High School as the Patriots come out are ahead 33-7 on our WCTV Game of the Week. We'll see you next week. For Paul Brees and Matt Hill, we'll be at Franklin High School. Good day.